Hey, welcome to Dinner for Two.
Good morning.
This is Keith and this is Fonda.
Yes.
My bride. Amen.
Yes.
Today we're going to be making a special dinner for Father's Day. I'm going to be making a teriyaki salmon with a side of steamed roasted Brussels sprouts.
And homemade macaroni and cheese. And for dessert, we are going to be making banana pudding.
Old fashioned.
Old-fashioned banana
Old
pudding.
fashioned.
That
Old fashioned.
Actually
You put it
in
the oven. My God, today.
My God, today.
You're going to put it in the oven.
Okay.
Okay, not the refrigerator.
But in the oven.
We'll put it in the refrigerator after it cools down. And she sticks her teeth in it.
Well, just so you know, I actually like my banana pudding warm. Ooh. My grandmother used to make it all the time.
All the time?
In the oven. And I like my banana pudding warm.
Okay. Oh, that beeping that you hear, that's my sous vide. It's beeping. So we're going to get ready and we're going to prepare this dinner. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Now we have our sous chef. She's grating some cheeses. The different cheeses that we have.
We have Munster cheese. We have cheddar cheese. I just did the cheddar. Now I am getting ready to start with the Monterey Jack cheese. So we have 3 different cheeses that we will be using in our macaroni and cheese on today.
Right. If you're gonna make macaroni and cheese, put the cheese in the macaroni and cheese. We just don't want macaroni. We want cheese in the macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
That's how we go. Still working through the process. Look at that cheese. Oh my God.
So as you can see, I have shredded the different cheeses. Again, we are using Munster, cheddar, and Monterey Jack cheese. I cannot wait until this macaroni and cheese is finished because it is going to be very cheesy. If you want to make macaroni and cheese like my husband just said a couple of minutes ago, you have to have a lot of cheese. And in this house, we like a lot of cheese.
We have cut up our bananas. Now, when I first purchased these bananas, they were still a little green. And how to help them ripe quickly, you put them in a paper bag and put them into your cupboard or your pantry, wherever, put in a drawer, cabinet, and it will ripe. These are really ripe. Now, in order to keep the bananas from getting brown, because once you start to cut them, they're going to start to turn brown, use lemon juice. Lemon juice will keep them from browning. Just pour it right over it. And your bananas will be still looking like this when you put them in your banana pudding. Just throw off. This is dinner for 2. We're making it for 2, but I already got people calling. They want some. But what happens with this roll, you're also going to add 2 eggs. You're also going to season it to your tasting. Watch your salt. Once again, watch your salt. We're going to now layer this. Okay. We're going to layer this thing. Layer it. And like I tell you always, you got to make love. Make love to your food. Just don't throw stuff together just because you want to eat. Make love to it. You see, I like to shake that cheese in there. Shake that cheese up in there. Shake it up. Cut. Let's stop trying to be fancy with it. Let's just put our hands in it with our gloves and put it in there. Okay? Okay? We're working with time because I got a couple of things going, but this is going to be wonderful. Ooh. Things on the stove. Ooh. Whoa. Well, that box was enough. I tell you, more than enough. And now we're going to get ready to prepare our Southern banana pudding. And what we're going to be using, we're going to be using 4 cups of flour, 1.5 cup of sugar, a pinch of salt. We're going to use 3 large eggs, but we're going to separate the eggs. We're going to use the egg yolks in the pudding part. And we're going to add into it, this is it, the 3 yolks. This is the 3 cups of milk. Actually, just going to pour that right in there. Get in there. Turn this stove on. And we're gonna pour this concoction, which is the 3 egg yolks and 3 cups of milk, into our saucepan. We're gonna use our little blender here to get it going. Now this is gonna take some time, so we'll be right back in a moment. Now that was the worst part of it. It's just getting the pudding part for the banana pudding ready. Now it's thickening up nicely. And we're gonna now begin to add this to the layers of vanilla wafers and bananas. Be right back. And as we see now, Fonda is doing her thing. What exactly are you doing, Fonda?
I am actually laying the bananas on top of each Nilla wafer. And we're just going to layer them. And once we finalize with laying, and then put another row of cookies. Then we will, after all this is done, then we will pour, babe, I'm not sure what's it called again, roast? The root mousse?
The pudding.
The pudding on top of the banana.
I tell you.
On bananas and the cookies.
She's trying it.
I'm trying.
I'm teaching her, y'all.
He's trying to teach me, y'all. How about that? Okay. I'm having fun. But I tell you what, this is not for me. This is not my forte.
One thing I have to say, it's hot in this kitchen.
Yes, Lord.
Now she want to know why I keep saying it's hot in here, and she's sitting over there watching.
Yes, Lord.
Now she know.
Yes, Lord. Okay, so now I'm going to take the pudding, and I'm going to just pour it over as evenly as possible. Okay, so now the banana pudding has been laid. Everything is layered. The pudding is on, and now my husband Keith is going to come back and do the meringue, because you know I am not doing it. Bottom line. I'm keeping it real. I don't do it. But as you can see, it's laid now. So now it's ready for the final touch, the topping, which everybody also loves. See you in a moment.
Okay, so now we're going to begin to make the meringue for the banana pudding. It's the topping that goes on the banana pudding. And we're going to be using 5 egg whites. 5 egg whites. And the reason the glass bowl on this KitchenAid appliance is frosty is because it was in the freezer. The reason I put it in the freezer is because the egg whites need to be incorporated in something that is frozen or cold, so that you can get those nice high peaks. You want the high peaks in the meringue. You want the meringue to increase, not decrease. And that's what's going to happen. So we're going to start that process. And it has to be on high. You have to put it on high in order for the peaks to begin to rise. Right now, as you can see, if you can get in there, can you get in there? Can you get in there? Our egg whites are beginning to foam. So what we're going to do is add 1/3 teaspoon of cream of tartar. Also, we're going to begin to gradually spoon in the sugar into the meringue. I see the soft peaks coming. It's going to take a moment for this meringue to fluff up, and you have high peaks. So you got to be patient. Now this banana pudding, since it's old fashioned, something that my grandmother made, something that my mother made, you have to be patient. Because patience is a virtue. Okay, so you got to be patient when you cook some things. You can't have everything instant. You can't have everything microwave, but you got to take your time. That's why I say you got to make love. You got to make love to your food. You got to make love to this. This is going to take a moment. And we're going to be right back, and we're going to show you the finished product in a moment. Look at the peaks. These peaks of, this is done. This is what I'm talking about. You see that?
See, we have the Brussels sprouts. We are roasting the Brussels sprouts, and they are in the pan.
Really?
And I am turning them over.
Are you really?
Yes, I am. My husband's being funny because he know. So I'm turning them over, and then what I'm going to do after that, I'm going to put some garlic butter sauce, some homemade garlic butter sauce on them.
Dinner for two has been completed. We have the macaroni and cheese, baked macaroni and cheese. We have the teriyaki salmon, and we have the Brussels sprouts, which has been steamed, then roasted with garlic butter. I wonder if our sous chef, Sister Fonda, has something to say in her party.
This was wonderful. I enjoyed it, but I tell you what, Sister Fonda, also known as Sous Chef, is tired. Have a wonderful day. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day. And once again, we want to thank you for watching this episode of Dinner for Two. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers, especially my father for giving me life. And once again, the star of the show, hey, the banana pudding. She can't wait to sink her teeth into it. Have a great day. Have a great day. My sous chef has already resigned. She put in her papers and she says she is not coming back next week. She says she's going to be behind the camera, directing and shooting and filming and giving me orders because she's the boss. But she says she's not coming back into the kitchen at all. And I have to say, I'm kind of happy, because I can't deal with her. She don't know what she's doing. Talk to y'all later. Bye.